The old man is sleeping like a baby. The old man is sleeping.
Supreme Holy Man, I know the sacred command. How is it possible? A stranger? Who dared to reveal it to somebody unsuitable? I can't tell you their name, but be sure that the oath has not been broken. I only saved the life of somebody who had sworn on that life not to reveal the sacred command to anybody. And now you'd like to enter the cave of the mystery? I have to. Open sesame! Enter, stranger. You have the right to, but do not reveal to anybody what you will see. I promise you I will not. Thanks for your help, Most Holy One.
Mysterious mechanism. It doesn't look like anything I know.
This thing looks like a machine. Where does it come from? Who built it? I've never seen anything like this. Holy men have been handing down the legend for centuries. It's about a demigod who fell from the stars. He was flying on a silver eagle. The eagle lost its power, and the demigod crashed in the Tuareg territory. The Tuareg provided lodging and treated him well, and in exchange he taught us the medical arts. But he was unhappy, and nothing could make him forget his faraway home. With the wings and the stomach of the eagle, he built this thing which you call a machine. What is it for? The chest of the heavenly dreams has unfortunately been impossible to use for centuries. But was it used in the past? Yes. It was a tradition that the holy men, when being crowned, were wearing this crown. But this is a helmet. The crown was connected by these tendrils to the chest of the heavenly dreams. The new minister was crowned in the chest of the heavenly dreams, illuminated his imaginative soul with the faces and the words of the gods. Why isn't it working anymore? It's told that one of your ministers, called priest by Christians, arrived here from far away and stole one part of the chest. Why? What is sacred for the Tuareg is evil for Christians. From that moment, the chest of the heavenly dreams was silent, and we couldn't benefit from the divinity of it any longer. Here we go. If we try to insert this, maybe we'll manage to start the chest of dreams. Do you think so, stranger? See? This is the missing part. It fits perfectly. You're right. It seems to be made of the same material. No, it still doesn't work. Bother. What the hell is wrong with this thing? You have to use the sacred gem that you brought back to me. Put it there, in the cavity. Sure, here we go. It works! Allah has willed it.
Name, Biz R. Code 2882. Task, Physics Mechanic. Belonging to immaterial family. Coming from Atlantis, Black Shark Zone. Mission failed. I'll admit it right away, because it's the first time. And I also lost the bet with Phantom Pot, so I'll have to buy him a drink. If I come back. But I will, I promise. There's a wonderful girl waiting for me. And with her temper, if it takes too long, she'll make me suffer. It's really bad here. Sand dunes and horrible animals. There's little water. I really miss my home. I found the required amount of minerals and I stored them. But there's a little problem. My ship is out of order. I hope that somebody's listening to me, because I feel stupid talking to myself. And if I'm not able to figure it out, then it must be a serious problem. I'd like to know if the technicians put orange juice in the engine or something, since everything is shut down, silent, dead. I've been working on the ship for days. I've been trying to get in contact with the base. What are they doing? Are they sleeping? Did they go on holiday? Nothing. I'm starting to feel weak because the climate here is terribly dry and I'm very dehydrated. When I return, I'll be in bad shape. I'll have to retire early, if I return. But I will. I've promised myself. Who knows if Lavit, my wife, remembered to water the plants in our garden. They're very nice plants. It would be such a pity if they die. I'm not able to get in contact with the base. Blasted! What's happening? I feel terribly lonely. I feel bad. Completely took apart the spaceship and put it together again 6 times. Nothing. It doesn't work. There's no contact. I'm getting calluses on my hands. I need to keep myself busy. I need to do something. I must remember. No signs from the base. Lavit, my dear. I know there's no contact, but I need to believe that you can hear me and you're still alive. I did something you really like with the pieces of the spaceship. I built a message reader. Here on the surface it could be impossible to find one, while there could be some of our people with their medallions. If somebody ever finds me, or finds what remains of me, and the others, it will be possible to hear our words. The only thing still keeping me alive is the message reader. I don't want the memory of Atlantis to be lost. I'm afraid that something happened down there. I'm afraid the day of judgment predicted by St. Crot has arrived. Maybe I'm hysterical, but I'm afraid this is the end of Atlantis. And as you taught me, it's necessary to preserve the memory of things after their end. I'm talking to whoever will listen to this after I'm dead. This mechanism makes it possible to read the medallion of the people from Atlantis. In every medallion, the people from Atlantis telepathically record information and facts. All you have to do is insert the medallion in the slot with the letter Z and push the red button. At this moment, the medallion of Biz R is inserted. Don't forget about me. I existed. Atlantis existed.
This is the medallion. I think that's a useless attempt. Don't understand. Mysterious mechanism.
Name, Phantom Pod. Code, 6666. Task, Astronoman Magnetist. Belonging to Cerebral Family. Coming from Atlantis Green Seaweed Zone. At coordinates SK33, I found the most powerful astromagnetic field on the surface of the Earth. I think there's a problem communicating with the base. Anyway, I communicated that right now I am in the heart of the field. Thanks to the experiments I did, I managed to build a simple, but let me say fantastic geometrical arrangements of rocks able to recharge a levidium finder. The rapidity for the process that I obtained has never been reached before in the history of science in Atlantis. I'm studying the details to further improve this technique. I deserve the government prize for science. It would be nice if the base would acknowledge receipt of my messages instead of ignoring me. I've finished my mission. This is the best procedure to recharge a levidium finder. Step 1. Insert the finder on the stone in the middle of the composition that I built with the ultrasounds. Step 2. Put the ROM crystal cube on the finder. Step 3. The ROM cube will vibrate colors. When red, the finder is fully charged. Take it out of the cube. If not, it will lose energy again. This procedure lasts only 3 Xylon and 2 Fragma. Please contact me. Dear colleagues, I've arrived at the conclusion that with this discovery it would be possible to improve enormously the finder's capacity. We'll have a massive quantity of levidium, and with it, it'll be possible to at least double the production of flying vehicles. We are opening frontiers to our technical development that were impossible to imagine because of the difficulty in finding the rare levidium. I'd like to hear somebody communicate with me, but I'm not receiving any messages from Atlantis. What are they doing? I'm still in total isolation. I don't even understand if they can receive my communications. I informed them that my ship is out of order. But I'm not a good mechanic, so I hope technical help will arrive very soon. The attempts to communicate with the base have been unsuccessful. In the meantime, dear colleagues, I further improved my discovery by reducing the recharging time to 1 Xylon and 3 Fragma. This place is very nice. 24 days have passed since the last time I communicated with the base. Today I discovered moss, not yet classified, growing on the ship. I took a picture of it and classified it for the biology department. The planet's surface has enormous space and extraordinary natural richness. I'm classifying each new discovery. My discovery is the most important in the history of science. No sign from the base.
Still no sign from the base. I'm alone on the surface. The changing seasons have made me lose perception of time. The automatic calendar is broken. I've let my beard grow. My discovery is the most important in the history of science in Atlantis. The sky is enormous. Atlantis disappeared. The day of the judgment has arrived. I remain alone on the surface. On the other side of the Earth, there's certainly somebody like me trying to call the base, and like me, waiting in silence. I won't ever return home. I survived the disaster. I classified an enormous amount of information about the surface, but the atmospheric elements are ruining my instruments and the electronic records. My discovery is the most important in the history of science in Atlantis. Here, In this area of the surface, the weather is excellent. I can survive until my natural death.
Who the hell built that crappy ship? Who was the fool who gave permission to take off? Fools! Fools! I'd like to know who did it. I'll have him fired. I'll have him decapitated in the square. Blast him. Those damn technicians did everything wrong in their lives. They should have taken care of seaweed, I tell you. They could have come to look for me at least. Since they let me crash into the sea with my ship, I have the right to be brought back home with all the indemnities and mission citations. When I return, I'll kill them. I can't believe they're ignoring me after what happened. The ship went down, and with it the possibility of returning home. I hope they received the message I sent while I was crash landing. I was flying at coordinate Q-3009 when, with no reasons, the ship stopped working, and we had a nice swim, me and the wreck, in the warm water of this area. As you know, in warm water, sharks live happily, but old Q has hard skin, and I managed to reach an island. The locals gave me food, and they welcomed me like a goddess, with dances, songs, and banquets. Great! Now I'd like to return home. Let's hope that people from the base will come quick. I was forgetting an important thing. When the ship malfunctioned, I was telepathically talking with Paul Rowe, who was on a biological mission at coordinates V-V403. I hope that at least he will decide to come look for me. He's my uncle. Maybe he'll feel compassion. When I was a kid, he used to bounce me on his knee. If I wait for the people from the base, I'll grow old. My skin has become dark. I think it's from the sun exposure. You should see me. When I landed, I didn't have practically anything on me. I was holding my medallion, and the rest was taken away by the sea. Here there is an incredible peace. I'm learning the local language. Sooner or later, somebody will come look for me, right? Here I'm a celebrity. Here I'm surely appreciated. The inhabitants are very good and naive. They think I'm some kind of goddess because they saw me falling from the sky, and so they do everything I ask. So, since everybody at the base is a little bit stupid, I'll have the locals build some statues like the ones we have. This way, if they come around here, they can immediately find me. The statues turned out pretty nice. Maybe the noses are too big. One reminds me of the chief. Hey, guys, come quick, really? Who knows? The other day, I had a look around. There are a lot of statues. It's impossible not to see them. Sometimes I find myself thinking in their language. Their chief told me that his people will keep building statues generation after generation until gods come to the island as I did. Everybody is really nice to me. It's strange. I can't remember some of the faces of my friends and colleagues anymore. sure remember my house. That blue couch in front of the window. Oh, especially that. I remember well. It's been a long time since I recorded my last message. I almost forgot about the medallion. Now everybody here wears a similar one as a necklace. The coming of the nights and days is very beautiful here. I sit in front of the sea and I watch. I understand that you'll never come. Every once in a while I remember to record, but I don't really feel like doing it. I won't have a baby. This race is not compatible with ours. Must be some genetic problem. I feel old. But it doesn't matter. Who knows what happened to all of you down there? Life has a strange design.
It's a small What did the woman from Atlantis say? Her uncle was on a mission at coordinates V-V 403. Let me see. Here it corresponds to the point in the Yucatan. I guess it's time to visit the Yucatan jungle.